I am hard of hearing, and my hearing loss sort of increased gradually. Ironically, I have a master's in audiology. Audiology is the rehabilitation of the hearing impaired. Why does this app excite me? Well, what happens when you're a musician, which I am, a vocalist especially, and you have hearing loss, which is actually going up exponentially over the years, from almost perfect notes, I have been singing not so perfect notes. And I didn't know this. This led to depression every single time I would perform, and somebody would say, "You were melodious, but not really hitting the right notes." And other apps don't let me understand that I'm off. They just give me a background like the Tanpura, and here I'm singing. So with that app, with NaadSadhana, what it shows me is that I'm off. But here's the beauty of it. Not only does it show me I'm off, it actually tells me what I'm singing. So why is this crucial? This is because I don't have to think, now I have to sit and unlearn everything. All I have to do is recognize that what I'm singing, thinking is sa, is actually re komal. So I don't have to unlearn anything. I just have to understand that I tend to shift my notes up just slightly so. This is crucial not just to me, but a lot of musicians. We all are tending to have a slight hearing loss, and as we age, just our environment and self is leading to a lot more of hearing loss. As audiologists will tell you, they're seeing a lot more people in their clinic at younger ages. So why is this exciting to me? Here's an app now that is allowing people who are into music, who are having some hearing loss, not get depressed. That's huge, folks. I mean, I was depressed, and what this did to me was raise my confidence and help me perfect my pitch and help me understand that I'm singing something else and I don't have to unlearn. So it's not like a huge mess that has happened. It basically helped me to start singing again. Another really important thing that I discovered about NaadSadhana, which is that when I recognized I was singing re instead of singing sa, not only did I not have to relearn everything, all I had to do was say, this is sa, this is how I should actually be holding my tongue. And so the app now allows me to give myself some sort of a kinesthetic muscle memory. So we're talking rewiring of the brain here. So that's huge. Now, another important thing about the app, and I must say this, is that it really helps us preserve our culture, the Indian culture, which is very rich, which is very, very complex. Certainly for somebody who has come away from India and who lives here, I do notice that it's more and more difficult for people to do sadhana, to practice. But imagine if you have an app where there is the whole swarmandal, so the entire rag is sort of, the notes are played on the swarmandal and it creates this ambience. What I find is I'm sitting here listening to all this, and the culture of India, the memory of what it was when all the live musicians were there and we could rehearse and feel the mood of the rag getting enhanced. All that is now being preserved by this app. Yes, indeed. It's like having a live tabalchi, having somebody who is responding to your singing the rag, okay? At the same time, the Swarmandala is building this ambience, and then the Tanpura. Oh my God, how can I emphasize enough the Tanpura? That rich tones that you hear only when you have your real Tanpura. Guess what, folks? This you can actually hear in the app. So what I started noticing is it's got something called artificial intelligence, right? So it does all this AI stuff. What I noticed is when I turn on all those live instruments and the Tanpura, automatically I'm now noticing I'm no longer bored with my riyas. That ambience helps me become extra creative. So what I am noting is, ooh, with this AI business, my intelligence is growing. Well, obviously, what it is it's already there. I have all these creativity, networks in my brain. But because of the dullness of the metronome-like tabla, the tinny sounding tanpura, I can't even begin to describe that, and just some offness, I find I'm doing the same notes, same tans, similar tans, and truly it began to feel to me at a time that maybe I'm not creative anymore. But then this app came into my life And I am noting now that I'm actually getting more and more intelligent. So I'm indeed grateful for an app that helps us preserve our culture. This is super exciting for lots and lots of people. And I'm finding, oh my God, not only is it live, but there's this, the beats, every dhin, every dha is beautiful. It's like a musical note itself. So I'm falling in love with the tabla versus being afraid of the tabla. See, this is crucial here. We need to fall in love with our accompanists, right? And I really, really believe that this app is useful not just for a student, not just for an advanced person, but for teachers. Now, the teacher almost can say, look, I can't come home with you, but here is the teacher in my absence. And that is just mind blowing to me. So I just hope that all the students of music, performers, teachers, and anyone else who's into music or wants to learn music can get this app. And I really, really sincerely hope that Sandeep ji will keep adding more features to the app. Okay, so stuff like for the blind. So there's already stuff for the hearing, people with hearing loss. So maybe stuff for the blind. Imagine if it could help everybody who's into music, but who has some limitation or the other.